So you start sitting with it for a while. And because you're excited about it, your actions change about this thing. And because your actions change, you're putting out into the universe this thing. You're sending out into your environment around you that this is something that you value and this is something you care about. And so then your environment starts working with you to make this thing happen. And I love the idea. I closed my eyes one day and I just thought about the creation of the world and how the creation of the world was just a whole bunch of different elements in different places that all came rushing together with a ginormous, I think of it more as a sploosh than a bang, but that's just me. A ginormous sploosh. And then you had mountains, and you had oceans, and you had valleys, and you had rivers, and you had streams, and you had trees. You had all of these different things that did not exist before, but now did. And it's because of intention. And I kind of wonder if the resources of the world don't just love being used for good reason. Don't just love being put to good use. And so a lot of times you think, well, why? Like, why could I have that thing? Why should I get that thing? Why shouldn't you? I mean, legitimately, why shouldn't you? Why shouldn't you have that thing that makes you happy? Especially if once you get that thing, it makes you so happy, you help other people be happy too. And you love it so much, and it is such a blessing to you that you reach out and you bless and you help other people because of that thing. Don't you kind of think the resources of the world would really love to be part of that? And that doesn't matter if it's a 25-acre ranch somewhere, if it's a new car, if it's couch. I'm a really big fan of my new couch. Just throwing that out there. Because you start finding joy and you share joy with other people. So you have experiences that get you even more excited about it. You bring those experiences to you, and then at the last possible second, you have two choices. You can either accept that that thing really is a good thing and can make you happy and can make other people happy, or you can say, nope, I changed my mind, I'm not worth it. That just digs. That just is very painful to think about that. So I hope that you will keep these steps in mind as I explain how you actually build a vision board. So you are a creator. How you choose to view the world is generally what you get out of the world, which is illustrated brilliantly with the tripping and falling example. I could either trip and fall and my entire day was rotten and all of my interactions were rotten, or I trip and I fall and I roll, love that, and I pop up and life is great. I was the one who made both of those things happen. And so the things that we do, how we view the world, is how the world is then created for us. So, step number 1 for a vision board is, yes. First you have to do what you already did. You write down a dream. Now, this dream can be as simple as, I would really love purple tights. I hope not all of you in the room want purple tights, but that was the thing that I really loved. Or it can be as big as, I would love a new car. Because you getting good things allows you to give good things to other people. So remember, these vision boards do not make you selfish. It just allows you to have more stewardship so that you could then help more people. So first you pick your dream. Maybe start with a simple one to start, because the bigger dreams that you choose, the more stuff you have to be willing to let go to get that thing. So if you're in the I need to see some success and see some momentum first mode, great, that's a wonderful place to be. Start smaller so that you can understand how you are disciplining yourself, because that's ultimately what this is. When you go and you stand in front of a vision board, you are teaching yourself to focus on a thing, to be willing to let go of what you need to let go, and to try new things and do new things that you need to get that new thing. Because like Albert Einstein said, you can't be the same person who created the problem to solve the problem. You need to be a new person to reach a new place. So, number 1, create a border. This border can be, I really love picture frames. Just like stick an empty picture frame on the wall. And then you have a border. And that border is creating a place for your brain to focus. It's creating a place, because so often in our lives we have spaghetti thinking. We get up in the morning and we say, I need to feed the animals. You see the animals, you go, I need to brush the animals. Then they spill something, so then you go, I have to clean the kitchen floor. And then you have to eat breakfast, and then you make a mess, and just all of these things kind of snowball until all of your plans for the day were sidetracked because you allowed whatever happened to happen. So in this way, you're choosing to focus. So you put your border on the wall so that you have a place to focus on. You have a place to stick your head and say, dear head, my brain is not going to move for 3 to 5 minutes. Then you pick 2 to 9 items. Starting out, 2's great. Have 2 because then it gives your brain variety, and our brains really like variety. And with these 2 to 9 items, then you're going to write descriptions and pictures. Now, what this means is you are essentially writing a movie for your own brain to interact with. You are the director of your own movie. Because we get a lot more excited about things that are full immersion, right? If you have a choice between a home movie and the epic Lord of the Rings, which one are you going to choose? Well, it could be the home movie if you really love the people in the home movie. But for just overall, I'm going to pop me some popcorn and I want to have a good movie for Friday night, it's probably going to be the Lord of the Rings. One of the reasons we love it is because you're adding so much depth of detail. You really want to be able to drop yourself into that world. So for these 2 to 9 items, you're going to write, so for me, 4-bedroom house. I close my eyes and I give myself a tour of the house. And I walk through and I go, this is a piano room, this is the TV room, this is one of the bedrooms, and I'm going to put frilly pink curtains and pillowcases and chamois on this one, because this is it's its own room, so it can be that way. And then another one, seafoam green. But you really do, you get into it. Because one of the things your brain's going is, make it real for me. Because if you make it real for me, then I want it. Because it's not unfamiliar, and it can actually happen because you're making it happen in your brain every day. So write a movie for yourself. And add as much detail. So I walk into my house, and I have a cinnamon apple pie candle burning in my piano room, and I just pop popcorn, like extra buttery movie theater popcorn in the microwave, and I'm heading there to go grab my popcorn so I can head into my TV room so that I can watch Lord of the Rings. I hope you're catching a theme here. So I now have an entire visual of what it is that I want this thing to look like. I have an entire idea. I have taste, I have smell, I have a description of the colors. I am making this so real in my brain opens my eyes and goes, wait, how come we're not in this house? And then you say, I know we're not in this house, make it happen. And so then we start figuring out how to make it happen. Next step. So when you wake up in the morning, I would encourage you to have a routine of 3 things in your life. It will make life way better for you. Number 1, connect with a higher power. If you don't have a higher power, connect with your inner self. Both are fantastic because it is opening up yourself to you and to understand what you want and how it is that you can get there. Because there's a lot of power inside of you. The human brain has untold power and untold ability just on what we tell ourselves. So you connect with a higher power or your inner self. Then say something nice about yourself 3 times. I am valuable, I am worthy, me being my best self helps other people. Also known as declarations. So be kind to yourself. Say nice things to yourself. And the last thing, look at your vision board. And you're going to focus on your vision board for a minimum of 3 to 5 minutes. Now, if you have 3 things on it, then that means 1 minute for each thing. If you have 2 things on it, wow, you can go wild and go 2 minutes and 30 seconds on each thing and really build it. Your first goal, your first step is to stare at it so long that when you close your eyes, you can see the picture. So your brain works on 2 separate modes. It works on words and it works on visual. So it works on what you kind of can say, what you can read, and it works on the pictures you see. So the description that you have and the pictures that you have is what's getting your brain to start investing in what's there, to seeing what's there. So you stare at your picture, you read your description to yourself, and you close your eyes, and you know you have succeeded if you can see the picture on your eyelids. Because you know when you look at something long enough and you close your eyes, you can kind of see the afterburn, the after image of it on your eyes. That's what you want to do, because that's what's getting it into your subconscious. The really weird, interesting thing about our brains and how they work, our subconscious is for action. Our subconscious is what tells us what action to take. So we might tell ourselves we want to exercise more. We might tell ourselves, oh, I'm going to eat healthier. But if your subconscious always tells you eating healthy is no fun, you're always miserable, it doesn't matter that your conscious wants you to do that. So that's why you say your declarations. Because the best way to get things into your subconscious is repetition. So you do your vision board every day, every morning, and every night, because you are training your brain and training your subconscious with repetition. Because you tell yourself often enough, no, I do want to be healthy. I am healthy. Your brain starts going, well, I guess we got to kick out the Snickers and the Kit Kats and the Starburst jelly beans that taste really good. Because you say, this is what I value, this is what I choose.